Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see some action? Welcome to the NEC Birmingham. April 23rd, it's Pain and Glory 2. This fight sport spectacular is brought to you tonight by Fighters Inc. and Shore Sport International and Combat.tv. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first of our fights this evening into this ring. This fight will be fought under Muay Thai rules and is a welterweight bout made at 68 kilograms. And it will be fought over 5 3-minute rounds. The first of our fighters fights out of and represents London, England. And he is the reigning British champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome David Parquet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Bedford, England, Commonwealth champion, Mr. Tim Thomas. This fight will be contested over 5 3-minute rounds.
So here we go, we're seconds away from our first bout of the evening. Here with Show Sport International and Fighters Inc. at Pain and Glory 2. Also live for you at home on Combat.tv brutal broadband. Here we go, round 1. Push front kick there from Dave Parquet. And often, Tim, it's worth mentioning that in the first round, they're really going to have to start. They just sound each other out at first, don't they?
Yeah, it's a typical Thai style, really. It's pretty slow. They're trying to feel each other out just with some basic techniques. But I'm sure it'll liven up in a minute.
That's right, and the moment it's Dave going forward, traps the leg, and immediately a cheer from the crowd. Grabs Tim Thomas's leg and into the clinch. The clinch, an important part of Muay Thai. Got Tony spitting in there, and away they go again. No point kick there from Tim, backs away. He's showing Dave a lot of respect, isn't he, Tim?
I think they're both showing a lot of each other, a lot of respect. You know, I'm sure it's going to go a little bit faster anyway. They're just feeling each other out.
And again, good knees from both men in the clinch there. Dave turning his man before they get split. And the clinch, Tim, is a good measure of strength as well, isn't it? That's when you really start knowing things about your opponent.
Yeah, that really saps the energy. If you hadn't put the hammer in, they would have done lots and lots of grappling.
Very focused there, right above our commentary position, Dave Parquet. And they felt each other out with low kicks as well. And left just missed, but back into the clinch. And Dave quick with those knees. And the throw, which was still heavily in Muay Thai terms, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, he's showing a little bit of strength there, and he will be scoring from that, yeah.
Nice high point kick there from Tim, but well covered up by Dave. Oh, good exchange, but it was Parquet that got through with that straight left. Thomas tries again with the low kick. Good strong right there from him. Tit for tat at the moment, Tim.
Very even, nothing really in it. I think they're just both exchanging simple techniques with each other. No one's really imposed their will at the moment. We shall see.
Yes, bubbling under nicely at the moment in this first round. 5 rounds, so they will just be having a good look at each other in this one. They step the tempo up in Thai boxing. It tends to step up each round, but as we get to the end, or near the end of this first one, it is getting more lively. They have a look at each other. And again, I think as you might be right, Tim, maybe strength slightly favours Davis.
Just looks at it slightly, but Tim's doing very well. He's covering that well and he's countering. So he's still in the fight, very much so.
Combination there, though, by Parquet. Tim grabs the leg and replies. Coming to the ball nicely at the end of this first round. The right hand landed there, Tim, and again.
Yeah, very good shot there from Dave. Just starting to open up a little bit.
He's stepping in with his punches there, Dave Parquet, and then happy in the clinch as well.
I think the bell's gone.
Yes, we didn't hear the bell there, the end of the first round. Tim, your thoughts on it? Good opening round.
Good opening round. It was quite even, but I still think Dave may have just looked that way.
Yes, you look for certain things, and the knees and the throw. That he doesn't win, there's something wrong here.
Well, you would think.
It's like good right hands, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a very good right hand. Yeah, he got through there and got through the game.
Seconds out, round two.
It's going to be interesting this one. I think it's going to be a little bit faster now.
Yes, on Tim's scorecard, he's just given it to David Paquette, but as he stressed, Tim Thomas very much still in this. But again, sharp left hand from Paquette. Goes right through the channel. There's a nice straight puncher to him.
He is, yeah. I think he's corner probably said to him, you're a little strong, you're looking stronger than this guy. You should be stepping in a bit. At least to back him up a bit and see what he's got.
Yes, working at angle is considered. Oh, nice time there for the back leg from Tim.
That was very nice from Tim. Done very well there.
Good low kicks again there from Tim. Oh, that straight left leg from Paquette. So winner comes in very straight and accurate. Big right hand again. Tim took it well, but it came through. It's worrying times, Tim. It's okay to say he took it well, but he is taking it.
They're going through. They are going through. He's still keeping composed though. They're just spinning the elbow there. Ball
on the elbow again as he was turned. Thomas trying the same there, lively as we thought. Some nice breaking in the clinch, but it's building nicely this one in the second round. And he just missed with the left hook. Coming in, and that right hand comes over the side this time. Tim, although Tim Thomas is stalking, it's actually Paquette that's landing the cleaner stuff at the moment.
Well, I think Paquette's going through with the straight rights. I think that's where his success is coming. They're both throwing good low point ground kicks, but the straight punching from Paquette is definitely going through.
Nice low point counter, as Tim said there. Just misses with the right, a bit wild with that one, Paquette. Good low point kick going, counter with the left. Good straight left this time from Tim. Tim, this one, I feel it's a lot more even.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Tim's doing well this round.
No, he's annoyed there because he took the elbow rise.
Yeah, that was an illegal blow. Dave shouldn't have reacted as he went down.
And he comes in from David Paquette there, trying to turn and throw his man again, but Tim holds him up this time. And that's a good defence, isn't it, where you twist your hip in and push there to stop the man.
Yeah.
But this time, I think Tim's just come to terms with a bit more, and he really almost came through with the knee there.
He countered on with the knee, but he still seems to slightly freeze when he gets caught with that right hand. He stays quite upright, so... I think David is getting bleeding there, his nose is bleeding in the mouth.
Yes, you're right, the nostrils bleeding into the mouth there. We're close to the end of this round, very close. Tim catches the leg, takes the low point kick. We knew it was coming, really.
I think he didn't catch him clean there. He may have caught the leg as well.
And the fact that the referee says carry on and there's no count, he thinks it's a slip.
Yeah.
Dave Paquette's corner looking at his watch here, saying we've had the 3 minutes. He's looking over at the timekeeper. And there's the bell. There's the bell. Much more even round. But I still would go with Paquette.
Yeah, just Dave Paquette still, I think, just looked around again, just to get those right hands going through. A good sweep from Tim, but I don't think it was enough to win the round.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause and welcome into the ring, Miss Williams World Productions. This young lady's name is Kaya. Standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, her measurements are 32, 26, 36. And she is Miss Williams World Productions. Kaya is the second of our Miss Ringo UK contestants for this evening.
Tim Thomas there, as you said, he is very upright, but he just seems slightly nervous from that right hand. That landed strongly.
Yeah, it's a good right hand. He clinches on there and throws a knee, which wasn't a bad reaction, but he is staying upright. When Dave comes in with those right hands through the middle.
Seconds out, round 3.
So here we go, the third of 5, and round 3, Tim, often the pivotal round after we had the first two. They've had a real good look at each other. And this, normally round 3 tells you a lot.
Well, this is where the corner need to play a bit of a part and sort of see where the openings are and really start telling the guy what to do.
So let's look at the reverse. We've had a look at Parquet. What do you tell Tim from what you've seen in those first 2 rounds?
I would say he needs to put some combinations in, Dave. I think he needs to be opening up with 3s and 4s and then coming off at an angle and giving him a bit of movement. He's standing still and upright, and when he's getting caught, again, he went straight on. He should have come off at the angle. All the time to use his angles and a little bit more speed.
Right, a little bit back in the clinch at the moment. Chopping elbow down there onto the collarbone from Dave Parquet. Low point kick in reply there from Tim Thomas. Oh, nice combination. I don't think it was very powerful. It wasn't a slip like Tim said, but the combination did take him down.
It wasn't clean, but it was a kind of push punch, really.
He almost took his feet away, and as soon as that combination work, isn't it? The low kick and he follows with the right hand.
And again, just showing his strength.
I mean, in one respect, Thomas has always been in the fight in terms of the low kicks. He's matched David on that. I just feel it's the boxing, the cleaner boxing, and slightly more combinations coming from David.
Yeah, I feel that as well. He just countered with a good low kick there, Tim. But with the boxing, I think that Dave's just a little bit sharper and a bit stronger.
A big smile from both men there.
It's good to see, nice and friendly. The body there with the left leg. And again, that left hand. And I want to pick up on something, Tim. You mentioned the movement, but it's actually Parquet that is making that lateral movement to give him just those little angles for the shots. Yes, yeah. And when he's coming in with combination, Tim seems to be going back in a straight line, where Ray is returning to come off at the angle. I just feel he's in a straight line all the time. People running right hands around.
David trying to trap the leg down to Tim, but the ropes were there. Again, the pace is picked up towards the end here. Just a bit scrappy at times in this third round. But there has been a lot of effort expended in this third round. And again, takes the leg, then takes him down, David. Just slight sign of tiredness from Tim.
Yeah, I think Dave's finishing the round a bit stronger now. Just again, he knows even he'll nick the round again. So Tim's got a lot of work to do. He really needs to raise his game. His corner needs to really start motivating him.
That's right, as we come towards the end, Parquet always seems to catch the judge's eye. He's got a good clock inside him. Just as I said that, a hook on the bell for Tim, summing up so far. We're edging really with David for all 3 rounds.
Yeah, I think Dave's 3 rounds out, and I think definitely now that Tim's going to need a knockout. He's going to really need to impress the judges in the last 2 rounds. This is really down to the corner to pick him up now and make him come out and really impose his will on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant into the arena. She is representing Miss Progress, and her name is Carmella Burry. She's 5 feet 5, and her measurements are 34, 26, 34. Miss Progress, Carmella Burry. Looking good.
As we saw there, Tim, as you said, it's Parquet that forces the pace. He comes in with the combinations, work low, and he brings those hands over the top very well.
To make him do something different, because if he goes on, he's definitely going to lose this fight.
So there you have it. We're coming into round 4 of 5. We have Dave Parquet ahead on all 3. But this is just an informed opinion, not official. The judges might see it another way, but we don't think so at the moment. And again, it's fallen into a familiar pattern, hasn't it, Tim?
Again, lots of combinations coming from Dave, but the low point coming from Tim. So it's the same story from the last few rounds.
But Dave's corner doing, like you said, we heard them clearly going score and move, score and move.
He's putting combinations together, and Tim seems to be just going for the low point, which is a single shot, which is just not enough to win the round or to make an impact.
At the moment, he needs a single shot of devastating power because he really does need a knockout.
Well, this is it. He needs if he's going to throw one shot, it's going to be a one knockout shot. But I don't feel he's got the power to do it. He's just trying to spin more about it.
Kept up under it, replied with a left hook, but only just landed. If it landed cleanly, it could have been very difficult for Tim Thomas here. He took the left. As you said, I'm going to pick up against him. You're right. He throws the low point kick with conviction, but he's getting countered regularly, and it seems to be at the moment the only thing in his arsenal for this fight. Yet we know he's got more.
Well, that's right. He's throwing a good low kick, and he's countering well with the low point, but he's getting caught with the punches time and time again. And he's
spectacular attempts at the jumping elbow there. He does need a cut, something like that, to win this fight.
Well, he needs something.
And this is the third time in a row he's tried for it, because that type of elbow, if it lands, it is a cutting move, top of the head with a bridge of the nose.
It looks good, but he's missing, and he needs to be connected.
Yes, it's going to turn David to step in again. Well, I think it shows that Tim knows he's behind and he needs something dramatic.
Yeah, he's called a list of surgery, that's why he's trying to jump in elbows, but the techniques that will take someone out if they are.
Yes, they don't knock you out, they can cut you. Many a fight stopped by a long cut from that type of elbow. And I really feel he does need this. With this clock ticking around the fourth, with only 1 round to go. And again, now David also seems to have sorted out the low kick and is replying with his own.
But again, as you see, as he's throwing the low kick, he's throwing the punches as well, which is just the difference.
So there you have it, at the end of 4 rounds. We've got to go with David Paquette again.
Yeah, I think that...
Final round, David Paquette, and as we see here, it's an old-fashioned way of putting it, but he's got Tim Thomas's measure, hasn't he?
I think so. I think that he knows that he's going to counter with a low kick, and as you saw there, he couldn't do a low kick before a combination and then on the floor again. So this is it. This is the last round.
Right, let's see what Tim Thomas has got left in the tank. Well, he needs something spectacular here. David
it's the 5th and final round.
Has stuck to a game plan and he's done it well, but can we see something spectacular from Thomas? He is the Commonwealth champion, but again he takes a short right hand from Paquette. I think David knows a good performance in this round is his team.
I think so. I think he's kind of set to kind of open up a little bit because he is the stronger of the two, and he's getting more success through the early rounds.
Both men now.
Looking for a knockout, I think.
Both men, I was going to say, both looking for those short elbows. I think Tim knows that if one of those elbows connects, it's either a knockout or a cut, and he needs it desperately. Paquette springing up to the knees there to the midsection. Thomas can't afford to just be in this clinch. He really needs to be working. He really needs this round to be a good one for him. He needs a cut or a knockout. Takes the elbow on the back. Crowd roar there. To be fair to the young man who's trying, he's really going for it in this. But
like I say again, I mean, he's a young guy. He's a good prospect, and he's still it's early days for him. So this is a good performance for him. But David's just slightly the stronger of the two.
Yes, put a little culture on that punch as well, rather than the straight right. Brought it from underneath, under the elbow, almost came through for chin of Thomas. And again, a familiar pattern. Thomas stalking with those low kicks, taking and he took a big right low kick back to him.
Yeah, nice sweep there.
And the back leg again, Tim Thomas back. Torrid times here at the moment for David Paquette. Sorry for Tim Thomas. David Paquette forcing the issue here. And we saw that strength you were talking about, Tim.
Yeah, just showing that a little bit more strength there, a little bit more technical ability. Again, we see it's a good fight. Nice clean fight, some good techniques going on. Thanks for the crowd. And the viewers at home on Combat TV.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying it, guys. It's a good start here at Pain and Glory 2. Showsport International and Fighters Inc. Here at the Seni Expo at the Birmingham NEC. 1,500 people packed in here tonight. And Again, it's the variety of punches from Paquette that's giving Tim Thomas the problems.
Yeah, he's just throwing that a little bit more. Tim's throwing one shot, Dave's throwing three, and that's the difference in the fight.
We're down to the last 30 here. Problem with the canvas. Looks like a dip there, Tim, in the canvas.
It does actually.
Well, it is the 5th and final round. And one thing I must say, I know they will be used to doing this, but 5 3-minute rounds. They've set a good pace from the start. Very, very fit. Great conditioning, both these young men.
Yep, 2 full young men here. They're both giving it all. I think this has been a very entertaining fight for the crowd. And yeah, this just goes to prove how hard it is.
And there you go, the final round. I think Aycock puts his hands up. He's confident. Tim Thomas is doing the same, but you tell your man to do the same there as well, Tim. It's the old game, isn't it? You both put your hands up. But the funny thing is, you can't influence the judges now. It's done.
No, unfortunately. I think, it's just a formality really, but, Tim, he stayed in there. He was in the fight all the way through, but I think he definitely lost the fight. But let's see what the judges say.
Possibly on a judge's shutout. Don't want to be cruel to him, but
ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both our fighters in the ring. Tim Thomas and David Paquette. We're just collecting the judges' cards.
But a good solid opening here for Pain and Glory 2. The ring's gone, the canvas is broken there. Big hole in the middle of the canvas, Tim.
They're going to have to sort it out because there definitely cannot be no fight with the ring being
49-47. Judge B scores the bout 50-49. And Judge C scoring the bout 50-47. All in favour of the winner. Fighting out of the red corner, representing London, England, he is the British champion, David.
49-47, I'd go with that one, Tim.
Yeah, I think so. Tim looks disappointed, and I'm really surprised. Look, he's actually getting out of the ring very disappointed, but I don't agree with that at all. I think that was the right decision, and
he's regretted it now. He's come back. I thought so.
It's over 5 2-minute rounds under kickboxing rules. This bout is a light middleweight fight, and kickboxing deserves an outing, and that's what we're going to give it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to make a lot of noise for this truly international bout. The first of our fighters comes to us this evening from Munich in Germany. And he is the ISKA German national champion. Can you please give a round of applause and welcome Dietrich Stricker! Ladies and gentlemen, from Munich, Germany, ISKA German national champion, Dietrich Stricker!
That's right, Dietrich Stricker, the ISKA German champion from Munich in Germany. Start fighters, don't they?
Most definitely, and obviously fighting in front of the English crowd as well.
Oh, was that a sweep?
Looked like slightly high on the leg.
Yes, and very powerfully taken. Stricker admitting his mistake there. Switching stance there, but as I said to you, the boy likes to come forward and he likes to bang. Dean will have to watch himself here. Getting those roundouts whizzing around the ribcage of the German. Very disappointed to lose to Sensual Dervis. He thought he won the last one because he was always coming forward and always throwing leather. It was a very difficult one. He lost it on a split. So he'll be looking for amends here.
Most definitely. Dean's got to try to impose himself and press the German back as early as possible in this fight.
That's right, fighting out of that southpaw stance as well, Dean. Although he does switch quickly to throw that left leg.
Using the outside of the ring.
Yes, at the moment he's skirting the outside of the ring, but that was a good left hand from that southpaw stance. Shame he slipped when delivering it. A couple of good body shots there from Dietrich.
Dietrich's found Dean twice with the left hook now, and I'm wondering if that's going to be the pattern for the fight. If he's going to try and work that a little bit more as the fight goes on.
Took a straight left though, straight to the face, but shrugged it off. Shrugged it off. He didn't even acknowledge it there. Getting two strong kicks there from Dean, but Dietrich coming straight back. And at this moment in time, he hasn't been able to assert his will like he thought he should. No,
well, he's fighting on the outside at the moment with the German controlling the centre of the ring.
Yes, a little shrug there as he took the right hand counter. Dietrich just skipping out of range, looking for the openings. Then steps in, good shot to the body, but he took one back there from Dean. Stepping up the pace, and it's actually the German Streakart that's stepping up the pace. He must have gained in confidence from that first round. I think he fancies this.
Well, unless Dean hurts him early, he's going to feel like he's got no reason to take a step back.
And he works the body well. He comes in nice to the ribcage underneath.
You would imagine it would be hit and move tactics by Dean at this point if he doesn't feel like he's got the strength to go toe-to-toe with him.
Yes, because obviously Dietrich feels he's got the strength. He's quite nonchalant in there. He skips back just out the way nicely and then lands with those hooks to the body and those uppercuts. And I think the frustration's showing a bit on Dean's face.
Yeah, at this point he doesn't look comfortable. It's very, very hard to win a fight going backwards. You've got to be conclusive with your counter-attacks, and that's something that I don't feel that Dean's doing right now.
No, and when he does throw, he switched to orthodox there for the moment, but when he does throw that backhand left, which is technically a stronger hand, it lacks conviction as well at the moment. And the German again looking to work that body. One thing Dean has done consistently is, which again for the judges, he's thrown those legs and thrown those legs, and we haven't seen that much really in kicking terms from Dietrich.
No, and that's a big factor with the kickboxing. Obviously, the old 8 kicks per round, that's not enforced now, but it is also taken into consideration when it comes to judging the rounds. If it's turning into a boxing fight, obviously he's not going to get it on the scorecards.
Which at the moment is happening with Dietrich.
That's a nice left leg head to the head.
Maybe he heard me there, Neil, because that was the first one that I could remember really of the round from him. So if we're looking in purely boxing terms, I've got Dietrich a mile ahead, but Dean does consistently throw those legs.
He just needs to solve the problems. I mean, you've got to either win it going forward or win it going back, and at this point in time, Dean's in no man's land really. He's throwing counters, but with, like you say, without conviction.
And Dietrich fancies the job, doesn't he?
The German looks stronger now. Growing in confidence.
As I said, I'd just like to see Dietrich throw more kicks because he felt robbed the last time, but this has been a problem for him. Very good technical boxer. And as we saw with the kick in the second round, he can get it up there and he can get it accurately, but he's just not throwing it enough.
Few and far between, definitely. Dietrich at this point still looks like he's boxing, well, kickboxing in second gear. If he can get up into third gear, fourth gear, get some of the legs going, I think it's going to be a real torrid night for Dean.
Yes, he's certainly got the arms going and throwing those combinations and likes working the body. He's worked it strongly. The crowd trying to get behind the local favourite.
Dean looks a little bit drained to hear me, Malcolm.
Yes, he does. Very good conditioning. His conditioning's superb.
Oh, that was a nice straight left there.
First one of the fight there, here in the third for Dean Sugden. Streakart seems to have the bit between his teeth, but again, I've counted one kick. That was the second, if you count that, this round. Tried again, he faked the right to throw the big left, but Dietrich saw it coming.
That could be a sign of desperation as well, just going for gold with the one big straight left hand. The legs are going up from Dean, but are they scoring kicks?
Well, this is the thing. Dietrich, a good front kick there as well. Likes to back his man up, feels comfortable when he's got his man backed up. Dean mixing it a bit more with him, but nothing conclusive there. In fact, this latter half of this round has been a bit scrappy.
Yeah, just nothing of any meaning landing, to be honest, Malcolm. A very tough one for the judges to score again, all 3 rounds. Neither fighter has been conclusive.
Well, as we come to this 4th round, as you can see on the monitor, Dean tried to mix it there, but it was really those kicks again. He brings them up to the waist. It depends for me. This is intriguing because it really does depend what the judges are looking for now. I feel that Dietrich's the fresher, he's the faster, he's the stronger, he's more confident.
It's all here for the winning now, and again, Dietrich just seems to be growing in confidence. He's not frightened by Dean's power in the slightest.
Well, the thing that will frustrate Dietrich is if he sticks to this game plan and the judges are looking for kickboxing, he really has to knock his guy out. He's stepping up the pace, but if by round 5 he hasn't knocked him out, I really wouldn't like to guess.
Yeah, his lack of kicking is definitely going to draw the rounds closer, even with his good work rate.
Yes, there 1-2 kicks around we see from Dietrich. Low kick there as well. Dean taking a bit of time out there, takes one in the groin.
That low kick couldn't have come at a better time, Malcolm. I think Dean needs a second wind here.
Oh, miss with that lead hand. And that's another thing for Dean, the accuracy, it hasn't been there tonight.
No, everything seems, his timing definitely seems slightly off. And again, although he's working his legs more, nothing's really landing with conviction. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if the judges are scoring these kicks. That's
right, because Dietrich is very confident. He moves nicely. He's light on his toes, stalking his man. He's enjoying himself out there. But is he doing enough in kickboxing terms? And will, for the 2nd time in a month travelling to this country, he feel aggrieved at the result? Because it could happen.
Most definitely. There's always a feeling that the away fighter's got to do that little bit extra. He's got to go that extra mile to get the decision.
He caught him there with a right hand though over the top. And again, Dean, outside of the legs, which he said he's bringing up with consistency.
They should have told their charges to go out now and give everything in this last round.
Yes, and that's what they're doing, it looks like, Neil. Pace has started straight away. Dean standing and trading now, throwing the hands more. I'd like to see this in rounds 3, 4 and 5, but there again, good strong front kick.
Straight right hand to the stress.
I don't know what he's complaining about. It seemed to me that it was the front kick to the face that hurt him.
He felt like the German was holding his leg and countering with the right hand at the same time, which is a perfectly legal technique.
Which also came after a very good straight front kick off the German's left leg. Yes, he's light on his toes, this Dietrich. And a good straight left again. He's countering nicely whenever Dean does work. And he's looking for the big finish.
Scoring techniques in this last round, no doubt, from the German fighter. Again, nice strong jab.
To me, the big difference has been accuracy and timing in this fight.
Yes, definitely. All of Dean's work has looked forced. He's not having a good night at all here.
No, I think he's bleeding now. No, he's not. It's just redness around the nose area. But in terms of accuracy, that lead left has been a winner for Dietrich Streckert.
The work rate is great, but it's got to be landing at the same time, and this is something that Dean is struggling with at the moment. He's getting his legs up in the air, but not landing the shot.
Yes, and again, Dietrich turns his man with his power there, looking to throw the left and right combinations.
His punch economy is very good as well, Dietrich. He doesn't miss too much.
No, this has been a difference. I mean, when Dean has stood and traded with him, as he does now, a little knock there from Dean. As he stands and trades, he's just not as accurate.
Counter jab again.
Nice turn as well by Dietrich. Well, this is going to be so interesting. Dietrich knows it. And if you're looking just on a fight, it's Dietrich.
As an overall impression, you would have to go with the red corner, the German fighter. It's the earlier rounds is going to be questionable about how they score. Do you score the aggressor, or do you score the man that's throwing the most shots?
Well, let's be honest, in terms of kicks, Dietrich's 8 kicks have probably come across the 5 rounds.
Yeah.
He hasn't thrown 8 kicks across 5 rounds. This might be the only thing that goes against him.
But the 8 kicks that he did throw over the 5 rounds were solid, clean landing shots.
In favour of the winner, fighting out of Newark, England,
Well, it's very simple equation. They've gone for the kicks.
Making his way to the ring, the local boy. He is fighting out of Bournemouth, England. This man is undefeated in mixed martial arts competition and is a former TV Gladiators champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Phil Norman. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bournemouth, England, Phil Norman.
So there you have it from SDCS
This man will be
Bournemouth.
contesting over 3 5-minute rounds.
My old mates there in Bournemouth, Trevor Ambrose, great boxer, great kickboxer, and Matty Turner, he's got a great corner, but as you said before, Mike's Gym in Holland, great pedigree, Dave.
Yeah, they're great, they're tough boys, they always come to win. But looking at Phil now, he looks in great shape as well. He's lean, he's thin, and he's ripped at the moment. Say 4 years it's been, so let's just see how it just kicks off in the opening bell.
That's right, this is our first MMA bout, 3 5-minute rounds.
They're fighting at middleweights, that's under 84 kilogram, I believe.
Both men have come in at 76.
No.
Phil told me, ripped to shreds, both men.
Well, this is a kickboxing bout at the moment, Phil. They're just trading leather, kicks, punches, everything.
Oh, good stuff there by Matthew Lawata.
Phil needs his clinch, he needs to take it to the ground. It looks like the...
Good knee there from him though.
Yeah.
Always looks cool though, doesn't he, even under pressure.
He just needs to get a clinch and take him down.
Yes, he looks young and fit, does Matthew. And confident.
They're pure kickboxers in Holland, that is their trademark. Phil needs to get that clinch and take him down.
Well, I saw Phil in Milton Keynes, and it's on video, a left leg roundhouse that knocked his man out cold that people are still talking about, so Phil can kick as well. He's got everything in his armoury, and he's always so relaxed, as you saw there, ducked under the punches there.
There we go, he's down. So he pulls him two out the ropes. And Phil has landed in full mount. This is a great position for Phil now. Fantastic position, this ground and pound. If he keeps his body weight down, this could end very quickly. This could be a great comeback for Phil. Look at that, he's already going for a key lock, Malcolm.
Yes, he's there, and the thing you said, Dave, was you said he needed to get him down, and he did it. The guy looked dangerous standing up, didn't he? But I think that Matteo is in real problems now.
If Phil takes his time, bases out well, keeps his body, and which he's doing fine, he's keeping his body weight right above his chest. That guy will not turn him. He's raining down blows. There's not much on him, but he's just keeping the guy busy. He's basing out well.
But if we go back, Dave...
Oh, there you go. He's looking for a triangle, an underneath triangle.
Elbows, Phil.
Yeah, he's still going for the arm. He's looking for an arm bar now. He's lifting his knee up high, Malk. You see it? No, it's an underneath triangle still. No, you see his leg.
But as you said, he realised the danger. He realised his man was dangerous up top. And there's the old ground and pound that you like to see.
This is what I like now. Rain some elbows. I don't know if his elbows are loud, but rain it down.
It's over, Dave.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. This is the return of Phil Norman.
Phil Norman is back.
Phil Norman is definitely back. There's the guy.
Good call.
Great call. He needed to take the guy down. They was even standing up. But as soon as he went to the ground, it was all Phil Norman.
So there you have it, Phil Norman back after 4 years.
He comes to us in the ring tonight by way of Coventry, England, and he is the K1 UK Max Champion of 2003. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Muay.
So here we go. Round 1 of 5, 3-minute rounds. But having said that, on paper, it could be one of the fights of the night.
Most definitely, it's a clash, again, a clash of styles.
Fast start as well here. Bill felt that one as he came forward. Kevin Harper, very, very strong kicker.
Mark not showing Kevin any respect here.
To be honest, I think that's the way forward for him. He needs to.
He's got to impose himself.
I think if you show Kevin Harper respect, he'll murder you. He'll be all over you.
It's obviously, by the way that the fight's opened up, it's obviously a fight that Mark believes he can win.
Yeah, Yes, but look at the focus there on Kevin Harper's face, and that's what he's famous for, those little combinations. And I think Mark will have to match him for that. You're right, though, he's come with the bit between his teeth and started very strong. Good low point kick as well, and moving back out. He's focused for this one tonight. But possibly he knows this could be his biggest scalp to date.
Well, it would be. It would be. I mean, obviously, people are expecting a certain degree off Mark Beal with him being the K1 champion, with the Max champion, the UK Max. There's a reddening already around Kevin Harper's left leg.
Yes, and a bump on his right leg there from the kicks he's throwing. Good left jab as well from Harper. I'm surprised how hard and fast it is right from the start, Neil.
Yeah, there's no warm-up here for both of them.
Oh, good timing there from Beal on the counter. Cruising on the right leg there.
Oh, excellent straight right on the counter there. Kevin Harper acknowledged it, doesn't look troubled.
No, this has been an excellent start to this bout. Our first K1 bout of the evening, and it's living up to all expectations already.
There's two quality operators in the ring here. Very little wastage in their technique.
And they've set their stall early, and they've planted their feet early. This is hard and hurtful now. I've just got a feeling that that front leg of Mark Beal is feeling the pressure there.
Yeah, it's definitely looking into redden up. The corner's calling that his leg's gone.
Yes.
And as I said, that landed a good shot.
I said to you, Harper is such a strong kicker, so powerful. And he knows that he's gone for that leg again. I think we could say with some certainty now that Mark's going to have to watch that.
Well, I think if Kevin spots a weakness, he's going to try and take it apart.
Oh, good reply there from Mark Beal. What a great opening round there.
Excellent round.
Do you know, these two men have really tested each other right from the opening bell.
She's 5 feet 7 inches tall, 30, 25, 34. Ladies and gents, Katrina Wells, she is Miss Cage Ring.
I'd be very surprised
Seconds
indeed
out,
if
round
they maintain
two.
that kind of pace, if it was going to go the distance.
I've got a feeling this one isn't. I've just got that feeling that this one's going to be a stoppage. He's gone straight for that leg, but took a straight right in reply.
Counter was excellent.
I think there's a lot going on in Mark Beal's mind, and if he is protecting that leg, I think he's done the right thing. He needs to counter all the time, because if the leg isn't going to last, then he's got to get Kevin out of there.
Well, that's the strategy you would think that Neil Orchid has told him in the corner.
Yes, and we saw it again. Every time that leg's thrown, Mark comes back with the right hand. And to answer your question, Neil, they've kept the pace up for this round. I think they're both looking for the stoppage. But at the moment, I just think Harper looks the more focused, the more determined.
Yeah, Mark at this point can't afford to make mistakes. If he makes mistakes, he's going to get punished on the counter.
As you said, and Mark said there, he's feeling it, he's looking to his corner.
Switch to southpaw now, Mark Beal.
Yes, and he's taken it, he went straight away, and he's there again. He's looking in his corner. I don't think there's much longer now. It could be this round. Look at the marking on the thigh as well.
Yeah, and there's no doubt about it that Kevin knows it as well.
Incredible power in the kicks of Kevin Harper. Mark's got to use those hands to try and knock his man out, because Kevin will be relentless in pursuit of those legs. And he limped it again there. This is near the end, unless Mark can pull something out now. He's like a dog after a bone, Kevin Harper. And again, Mark Beal's looking. He's looking to his corner. Very, very game, but Harper is relentless now in his pursuit of him. And those kicks are so powerful.
There's just nowhere to go for him, Malcolm. He's so busy trying to defend the left leg that he's not going to mount any offense himself. He's not looking good here for Mark Beal.
He's got the bit between his teeth, Kevin Harper. And it's a clinical demolition at the moment. He's really taken the legs of Mark Beal.
Of course, with the leg injury, he's going to find it hard.
It's over. I think it's over. He's looking at the ref. He's shaking his head. He's looking at Neil Orchid. It's all over, I think.
Good call from John Blackledge. There was nowhere to go for Mark Beal.
What a clinical destruction by Kevin Harper. I think he said he's back.
Most definitely, and you wouldn't want to be his next opponent looking at that.
It was the power in those leg kicks. Incredible power from Kevin Harper.
Make some noise in Birmingham for our next fighter.
And I'm sure he's going to bring something to the table.
He comes to you fighting out of Leeds, England. And he is the Wake Up Pro champion of the world, Liam Harrison.
Yes, Tim Isley's right there. At the moment, he's the Muay Thai golden boy in this country. Liam Harrison, 19 years of age.
Very good gym. He's got a great trainer there. And I think that, you know, he's definitely on the up. He's only young, but he's got a good pedigree.
So here we go. And straight away, Abdullah is on the deck.
Yeah, he seemed to slip off a front kick there. No harm done.
So this, the first of 5 3-minute rounds. Harrison stalking, Muay back to the ropes. Slight height advantage. He's very lean, isn't he, Abdullah?
He is. He seems very wiry, very, very relaxed. They're both just looking at each other at the moment, but I'm sure it's going to explode very soon.
Yes, Liam used to stalking, front push kick there. A nice solid jab. There's that boxing you talked about, Tim. Then the low point kick. Remember, Abdullah believes that there's no one at the weight in Europe that can live with him. We're going to find out tonight. Because if he beats Liam Harrison, he might have a point, Tim.
That's right. If he beats Liam Harrison, then he definitely is one of the best we got. Well, the best around.
That's right. Both men focused. Stalking. You can feel the atmosphere here, waiting for that explosion. I keep telling Liam, you've got to be confident to wear pink shorts. Read anything into that?
I think Liam threw a really nice high round kick, but I think he was just swept at the same time.
Yes, and then his boxing skills coming in. Abdullah light on his feet there. This is just building up. Oh,
nice low kick.
Turn.
Nice low kick.
And there you go, the exchange of low kicks. Remember, Liam Harrison defending a 20-plus unbeaten fight record, 1 draw in that. Last 6 wins by KO. And I don't think he'll want this one to go the difference, Tim. Good straight left, rocked Abdullah's head back.
Yeah, you know, Liam shows a lot of skill, good range for such a young fighter as well. Very confident.
Good body shot as well. Mixing it up here right in the first round, Liam Harrison. Nice left again. It's already causing a problem for Abdullah.
Yeah, it's a good fight. You know, they're really feeling each other. This is the first round. I think we're in for a treat.
Harrison stalking his man again. Abdullah happy to be against the ropes though. Nice body shot there. Nice kick to the body from Abdullah. Now they're into the clinch, possibly only the second time in this first round. Strength war here. The clinch tells you a lot about your opponent, his strengths, his weaknesses. Well, Tim, not fireworks, but strong, hurtful stuff. How do you see that first round?
I see it quite even, actually. You know, some good techniques coming from both lads. They're both very relaxed.
So it's a familiar pattern in this first round, Tim. Liam doing the stalking, Abdullah happy against the ropes. But in many ways, a traditional first round in Muay Thai. But as you said, good high point kick, and he just slipped, didn't he?
He did slip, yeah. I thought Abdullah took his leg, but he didn't. Yeah, they're just feeling each other out at the moment. I think it's a good technical fight. You can see it's going to actually explode. You can actually see it.
they're calling them. Tony Myers calling them into the centre of the ring for the second round. They've had a good look at each other in this first. As we said, not fireworks, but hard, hurtful technique. Both men still look fresh, still look calm. But I think there's plenty more to come yet from this fight.
Round 2.
So here we go, second of 5 3-minute rounds. Harrison in the pink shorts, Abdoulaye Mbaye in the black from France, the French champion. And Liam Harrison makes no bones about it. He wants to knock this man out. This time it's Abdoulaye coming forward to set his stall out in the second round. Into the clinch straight away. Tony Myers spreading them now. Short little left hook over the top, but Abdoulaye takes him straight into the clinch. Thrown by Harrison there. That's the difference, isn't it, Tim, at the moment?
That's right, nice sharp jab there, you see by Liam. He's looking sharp every time he does strike, but he's being very cautious.
Yes, I think if we could say anything about this second round, and both men, it is that caution. Do you think that's mutual respect now?
I think they've got a lot of respect for each other. I mean, all the talk about knocking each other out, but they've got a lot of respect. They're both taking their time and just having a good look at each other.
I mean, in real terms, this could be a legitimate European title fight, so they will probably know this.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that left hand again. Then the right leg from Harrison, snapping the head back of Abdoulaye. He's got to watch that, but he doesn't seem fazed by it, to be honest. He felt that as well, though. Harrison stepping up the pace. It's a great skill to have in your armoury, that boxing skill of Liam's, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see the way he whips that jab straight through the middle. You know, nice and sharp. Like a lot of Thai fighters don't expect that sharp boxing coming like that.
And then the short elbow for the first time in this fight.
Yeah.
And again, it was from Harrison, looking to use it. But I must say, Abdoulaye's remained focused. His expression never changed. He gives you nothing, does he?
He's kind of awkward as well. He's relaxed. You never know what he's thinking. But he's up on his toes nicely. But Liam's starting to put some heavy techniques in there.
Yes, I agree with you there, Tim. It's shaping up now in this second round. And as we approach the latter parts, I think maybe Liam's done enough in this one to shade the second.
Yeah, I agree. I think Liam's just nicking this round so far.
Not much power in that right kick there from... And it's an awkward left he throws that hook, isn't it? It's wide and looping.
Very wide, but you can see again his boxing skill isn't as good as Liam's, and definitely the bigger puncher will be Liam.
Well, again, cautious start to the round. It got better as it went on. Tim, I'm going to go with Liam on that one to make it possibly 1-0 with 2 down. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Come back representing Fighters Magazine, Karen Taylor. 5 feet 4 inches tall. This young lady is 32, 26, 32, and looking good every inch of it.
Tony Myers
Karen
nodding
Taylor
agreement there.
is Fighters Magazine, ladies and gents.
Tim, she's an angel. I'm not biased. She's an angel. Goddess. Goddess. Fighters Magazine, they do pick them, you know.
I'm sitting on the fence with this one.
As you said, Abdoulaye, having looked at him over 2 rounds, your thoughts with watching the replay here?
You know, I thought he was going to be more explosive that round. He was coming up on his toes, but again, I mean, you know, Liam with a nice sharp jab there just broke his rhythm, and maybe that was the reason he couldn't open up, and maybe that was why he wasn't explosive.
Do you think he's also conscious of the fact that if he does open
Seconds
up,
away.
Harrison is liable to take the advantage, and he's so sharp with his boxing? Do you think he makes a fighter cautious?
Well, you know, he's been caught with a couple of really nice jabs, nice stiff jabs through the middle, and it's interesting to see the corner there taking their time to come out of the ring. Well, let's see what he's going to bring to the table now.
So the third of 5. We've got Harrison 1 ahead, 1 drawn. And as Tim Isley says, let's see what Abdoulaye brings now. They've had a good look at each other. But I'm certain whatever Abdoulaye tries, I think this round Harrison will start to turn it up as we expect. As I said that, Tim, hard kick.
Nice heavy round kick.
And to the head as well.
Yep.
There you go. You see the little moments when you can see there's still no love lost there. And again, that short left hook from Harrison. One of his great strengths is timing, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's I think Abdullah's trying to open up a little bit now. He's starting to just unleash with some shots. A bit cautious coming in there.
And the timing is right, isn't it? He needs to. Round 3, that's when you've got to start deciding it.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Tony Myers watching, he'll get them out of this clinch soon. Oh, they naturally separate. Again, the counter, the jab counter, and there's the right hand to the stomach. Last time I saw Liam Harrison in Manchester, it was the right hand to the stomach, left hook to the head that knocked his opponent cold.
Yeah, well, this is, he's got good variation and he switches up and down the body. That was
there you
nice.
go, he's rocked his man. That rocked Abdoulaye and it got the crowd going as well. Sharp, sharp punching. Then the low kick again made him stagger. He's just beginning to open up now, Tim.
Yeah, again, that was a lovely combination there. He just needs to just feed him a little bit more, and I think that he could put this guy in trouble.
Yes, rocked Abdoulaye's head there. And for the first time, Abdoulaye blowing a little bit.
Well, they were very good shots. He would have felt them right down to his feet.
And again, not the conviction in his own kicks there. Harrison turning up the heat now. But we see those kicks in reply from Abdoulaye. They're not carrying much weight there, Tim.
Yeah, he seems to be lacking a little bit of power with his shots. Liam definitely has the heavier firing of shots. He's firing good heavy punches, good heavy kicks.
As you said, that good solid left to the body. And that's that variety we talk about as well. And I think he's realised now that he has got a handful and this man's powerful.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he would have known that from the first fight. You know, I'm surprised he actually was very, very confident coming into the fight, and he did exchange a few words with Liam.
And there you go, the hook nice and the round kick. Good knee there, though, from...
Yep, starting to use the knees very well.
Yes, this third round, a good round. But again, I'm going to go with Harrison, those sharp combinations.
Yeah, definitely the combinations won in the round. Some good heavy shots there, which rocked Abdoulaye.
Mixed martial arts here. And again, Liam forcing the issue, the combination of punches, the variety. I think that's the difference between the two men.
Yeah, that was a nice little combination there.
Yes, nod of respect there, but I think Liam Harrison's going to turn up the screw again this round. He does like the stoppages, he does go for them as well. He's one of those that isn't happy to sit there and take the points win. But this round started with 3 stiff jabs from Abdoulaye.
Yeah, this looks as if this is the round they're going to start to open up a little bit. But I think that would favour Liam.
I do as well, because he's so quick to see the openings and got such good punch combinations. Oh, walking into a left hook there. He's got to be careful, Abdoulaye, when he walks forward like that, Tim.
Yeah, he tends to come very wide with his punches, which exposes himself through the middle. I think it was a low blow there.
Yes, well, I'm not sure whether it was. I think he was just saying that, you know, it was after they touched and after Tony Myers said you should break. Tony Myers spinning him again. There's not much work going on in that clinch. Good left and the right low kick. That's his trademark combination, Tim.
Nice combination, yeah. He's just starting to turn around a bit. It's interesting to see them not doing too much work in the clinch, but on the outside, definitely the better techniques are coming.
Oh, good left hand. Moved his man there. And he follows it up with another left hand and then one to the midsection. Abdullah's got to be careful. Liam does carry the one-punch knockout. We've seen it many times. Traps the leg, takes the other leg. Nice turn there, though, by Abdullah.
Well, he's still in it, but he definitely needs to raise his game. Otherwise, it's only going one way.
And again, in the clinch. As you said, they do some knee work, but neither man seems too bothered to stay in the clinch at all, do they? I think they're quite ready for Tony Myers to split them. Good timing, takes the supporting leg.
Yeah, beautiful technique there.
Oh, the uppercut with the right hand. Crowd getting behind Liam now.
Yeah, Liam's showing a very good variety of shots, as we said in the beginning. He's got all the armour, he's got it all, so that's what makes him a good fighter.
And although he likes the stoppage, he's patient. He'll wait for it and he'll work for it. He won't rush for it. He knows when it comes.
Yeah, he's a good all-round fighter. I mean, at 19, I mean, he's got a lot in front of him. So, I really like to see him move on to bigger things, and I think we will definitely see it.
Yes, Abdullah trying to use those knees, but Liam smothering the work. Nice uppercut there from Abdullah. Good right hand there from Liam. And the straight left. But towards the end of the round, Abdullah did try to up his work rate, but I still feel he's lost that round.
He did lose the round, and he really needs a knockout now, I think. I think he's going to need a knockout.
Presenting Pro Grip UK, can you please give a round of applause for Carmela is 5 feet 5 inches tall, 34, 26, 34. Pro Grip, Carmela Byrne.
Yeah, so there again, Tim, as we saw, the left leg, the left hand.
Yeah, nice powerful techniques there. Good left hook, good left round kick. And look, he switched to the body and then back in the clinch. Good variety of shots.
Your thoughts overall on Abdullah so far?
Well, he surprised me really, because I thought he was going to be more hungrier than that, and I thought he would come out a little bit more sort of, wanting it. He seems, very cautious, and I think as it's going on, I think he's looking a little demoralised.
Yes, in that corner, you're right, Tim. We were looking at the corner above our commentary position, and he looked very, very demoralised. Liam again, perfect, grabs the leg, takes the supporting leg, timing once again.
Well, this is it. I think this is all, what's actually made him being a little bit more cautious and a little bit more sort of like lethargic. But let's see what he can bring to the
That's right, he needs a lot because this is the 5th and final round. He's got 3 minutes, but at the moment he's been dominated by Liam Harrison.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see Liam go for the stoppage.
And as you said, that the elbow, a perfect way to get the stoppage, a cut or a knockout. And Liam went straight for it for the first time, well, only the second time in this fight. As you said, it's been strange, the range it's been fought at tonight.
Yeah, there's not much worse than a good shot again, nice and strong.
Yes, Abdullah, I think you're right, he's frustrated. He's got no gum shield, just realised. Again, short right, but luckily Abdullah stepped into that one nicely, otherwise he would have taken that on the side of the head. But knowing Harrison, Tim, he'll still be looking for the finish. He does like the big finish, and he does like the stoppage win.
Yeah, no doubt. He won't just sit back knowing he's won the last 4 rounds. I just think, he will look for the stoppage.
Oh, the elbow almost just missed there. Good timing again. Oh, that kick landed solidly. Bites on his gum shield, Abdullah. He felt that one. And here's Harrison turning up the heat. He will be looking for that stoppage now. Takes the feet away. Perfect timing again, just like the last round.
Yeah, lovely. That's just what everybody likes to see.
Yeah, stepping in now. He'll get those hands going as well. There you go, the left hook. And it's a torrid round already for Abdullah.
Yeah, definitely looking a little demoralised now.
And the right hand hurt him there. The trademark right hand from Liam Harrison.
Yeah, Liam's really showing some strength now. He's coming in with some lovely techniques, and he's enjoying himself out there.
That's right, he's got this fight in the bag, barring a disaster. There's the elbow as well, and the other elbow. Big last round so far for Harrison.
Yeah, this is just the icing on the cake for him. And if he forces a stoppage or a knockout, that's a bonus.
That's right. He'll look for it because there's not much left coming from Abdullah at the moment. Oh, back elbow, beautiful.
That was very nice.
Listen to the crowd now, Tim. They love that. Beautiful timing.
But Abdullah's very durable. He's taking these shots. I don't know what he's doing standing up still, because that was a very big shot.
But it slowed him. If you notice how slow he is now, he doesn't want to come forward. You're right, you've got to take your hat off to him. To take a shot like that would have dropped a lot of men. But I don't think he's got much left in the tank now, and I really feel he'll like to hear this last bell.
Yeah, I think that, he's not going to do enough to win this fight. Again, that's a lovely low kick.
Yes, and there you go. He knows.
Yeah. The golden boy, there he goes.
Yes, I think I agree with you. The best you can say for Abdullah, he was always there, he was durable, took a good shot. But I think from round 3 onwards, he just got more and more demoralised by the variety of Harrison's shots. Turned his man nicely, always looking for the finish. Liam Harrison brings the knee up beautifully to the midsection, Tim.
Nice technique, yeah.
Skips out of way afterwards.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He's got, all the techniques, nice, he's going to do the spin round, the elbow now, which is coming round. Absolutely fantastic.
You've got to take your hat off to Abdullah there, haven't you, for taking that?
To take a shot like that, it says something,
But we're in no doubt, are we? And the crowd are in no doubt, and I don't think even Abdullah's in no doubt.
Well, if it goes Abdullah's way, then, I don't know what to say.
We have seen stranger things, but I don't think we will tonight.
No, I don't think so.
Hi, I'm Lisa Nash. We're live at the NEC in Birmingham for this year's CENI 2005.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to be interviewing
we have
Liam
received the judges' scores, and they are as follows. Judge A scores the bout 45 to 50. Judge B scores the bout 45 to 50. Judge C scores the bout 46 to 50, all in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the blue corner, he is the Waco Pro Champion of the world, Liam Harrison, and comes to us this evening from Stoke-on-Trent, England. He is the British Sanshore Champion. Can you please give a round of applause and welcome Ross Pointer!
And again, Ross has got hair as well, Dave. We're not used to seeing that either.
There you go, Ross, gone straight for the takedown on the big hook. And again, there's a sharp guillotine gone on by John.
Yes, he sprawled well, didn't he, as well?
He sprawled well. He's got a sharp guillotine. Pointing's he's too slippery for that. Yeah, you can see he's got underhooks under his leg now. He's going to try and turn him. And there he goes.
Having said that, Dave, the word on the street is that the guillotine is back.
Oh yeah, there's been quite a few matches at the moment won by guillotine. The UFC, all the big shows. There's been lots won by guillotine.
And he's tapped. He's won.
I don't believe it.
Fleming's won by guillotine as well.
He is not happy. Ross is not happy at all. He's out.
He's out.
He's definitely
You're right.
out. He's out. He's out. He's definitely out. Look. And what a big win. Big win. As I said before, they didn't know his name, but they know his name now.
And it's a guillotine, Dave. John Fleming, that's
John
the
Fleming's
name.
the man.
We were just saying how the guillotine had been so successful recently.
I thought Ross felt he was safe. He thought, sod it, I'm going to hold on to his leg. Everything will be okay, which he's doing there. He hasn't counted it. Next minute, we're seeing just loads of tapping.
John was telling him as well, this is why Ross is all over
Ladies
the place.
and gentlemen,
it was the
put your hands
blind
together
side of
for
the
both of
referee.
our fighters there.
He was definitely tapping way before he actually pulled him off. And that guy is...
But your winner, representing Strikeforce Gym in Glasgow, Scotland, through choke at 45 seconds of the very first round, Scottish champion John Lemon. Fighting out of the blue corner, we need you to raise the arena, make some noise for the local boy. He's fighting out of Wolverhampton, England. And he is the reigning ISKA European champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Reese Kroll.
Well, we're also going to find out if the Golden Boy lives up to expectations. All I can tell you is earlier in the day, he has been so relaxed, so friendly, laughing and joking with everyone, taking photos. Oh, no, not a care in the world, Tim.
No doubt about it. He's a very relaxed guy, you know, very confident. He knows what he can do. He knows his ability. And this guy, you know, he's got some good moves. So, you know, let's see what Reese can bring here. I'm looking forward to this one.
This is another big bout here at Pain and Glory 2, where they're all big bouts. Tim, they've wasted no time whatsoever.
Very great, very nice, straight into action. This is what we want to see. I think this is going to be a fast fight. You know, these guys are lightweights and they're fast. You know, you can see they've got some good variety of, you know, shots coming in.
And as we know, often there's a working your way in process. It just hasn't happened here.
No, these two are going straight at it, and this is nice to see. I mean, you know, they're both well-schooled guys. You know, they've both got big reputations, and I think that, you know, Reese wants to make a statement, and, you know, he's trying to stem his blow. This is some good boxing coming out from Reese here.
Yes, both men superbly conditioned.
Oh, very well conditioned. You know, these guys are on top of their game.
Are you surprised it started so fast? It's great for us.
I'm surprised with Reese, actually. I thought he was going to be more cautious, but, you know, he knows what he's capable of. He's trained hard, and, you know, he's bringing it.
Nice boxing from both men. This is a great start to this fight, as we expected. Nice right hand from Reese as well. Oh, and brought the knee up. Confident start, and you can hear it from reflected in the crowd, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, Reese knows this is a big fight for him. You know, he's got an opponent in front of him who's been in the Super League. You know, make no mistake, he knows what he's up against.
Nice combination there. The final left pushed Reese back.
Yeah, there we go. He's just showing his experience now, coming forward, putting shots together. He's not phased.
Took a good straight left jab though from Reese as well on the way. An explosive first round.
This is the best first round we've seen all night.
Incredible stuff. And again for Pain and Glory, another international. Good stiff left from Reese. Both men already marked up around the face.
Yeah, they're both looking as if they've taken some shots, but, you know, this is what it's all about. If you're going to start to open up, you're going to have to take a shot to give a shot.
The pace just dropping slightly, and I'm not surprised. An incredible start, as Tim said, the best start we've had all night. Oh, what an uppercut, but he took one as well. These two are so sharp and accurate.
This is great. Oh, fantastic. They both want it. This is good.
What an incredible opening to this round. The accuracy, and they've planted their feet right from the word go.
Well, I can't see this one going the distance.
Peter Crook will be there or thereabout, but he says he finds it so hard to sit in his younger brother's corner. He said he has to take a slight step back, but that's not a bad corner to have though, is it, Tim?
Oh no, he's got a great corner there. I mean, you know, I know Peter's in the crowd, he is here. But, you know,
there he is, he's just walking over to the corner now. He can't watch ringside, he says.
Well, he's got Mr. Walker in the corner as well, so, you know, what can I say?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, representing Combat Magazine,
another angel.
The lovely Rebecca Orbell, 5 feet 7 inches tall, 32, 24, 32. Rebecca Orbell is Miss Combat Magazine.
Now, Tim, I am totally unbiased here, as you know, but she should win because it's St. George's Day. She's flying the flag. Nothing to do with the magazines or anything, but, you know, such patriotism deserves to be rewarded.
Oh, and she's got a power trick as well.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Orbell, Combat Magazine.
She's got my vote. And I'm totally unbiased. Can you believe how quick this started, Tim?
Well, this is great to see. I mean, they were both exchanging some great techniques there, and you know, Reece took him with a beautiful low point.
Timing of that technique as well, superb. Already we've seen why he lives up to the hype, but Reece has matched him, hasn't he? He set out his stall and said, I'm not intimidated.
Make no mistake, Reece has matched him, you know, kick for kick, punch for punch. I mean, this is a great fight. This was a really good first round, and I'm sure, you know, we're in for a treat.
Round 2.
So here we go, the second of 5, and we've already had fireworks. Pain and Glory 2, the only event to give you kickboxing, Thai boxing, K1 and MMA, and we are getting the best of Thai boxing at the moment. Just like the first round, Tim, they've come straight at it again.
Yeah, you know, this is a great fight. I mean, it's all action. This is what the crowd want to see. You know, the viewers at home, the viewers here, everybody's, you know, getting value for money here. This is fantastic.
And I've got a feeling that Reece Crook is coming of age before our eyes.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit of a reply for the first round when the low kick came in when he was on the ground. He really is coming of age here, Tim.
Yes, he is.
But we talked earlier about that confidence, but he took a strong right hand there. Yeah. And again, oh, he opened up suddenly.
Yeah. And Reece shows his strength there. He took some good shots and then he just turned him and threw him on the floor.
I was about to say it's about confidence. 3 wins on the spin, all internationals. It does wonders for you, doesn't it?
Oh, he will be on a high, but make no mistake, he knows what he's in with tonight.
Oh, that was a superb combination with
this
guy. Against the ropes.
You know, this guy is very good.
But as you said, Reece took it, came back, and the crowd are responding to this fight. I hope at home they're getting the same atmosphere because it's wonderful here.
Well, the viewers on Combat TV Live must be really enjoying themselves. You know I am here at ringside.
Reece Crook and Nobuchika Tirado toe-to-toe for 2 full rounds, neither giving an inch. Pure, oh, what a beautiful combination. Switch downstairs as well, Tim. This is breathtaking, this fight.
This is class. This is classy fight. I like to see fights like this, and I'm sure the crowd are really enjoying it.
Oh, he took one as he gave the uppercut. Yeah. They're both so accurate. Their timing's so good. These 2 young men are superbly matched. And you know what? I think they're both enjoying it. This is so good quality. Again, the rib cage.
Well, this is great stuff. You know, this is really good stuff.
And again, straight back with the right from Reece. Tit for tat, these 2 men. He's not been intimidated tonight at all. They've stood in the middle of that ring and they've traded. Great stiff jab there from Reece Crook. He's come in combat fatigue bottoms, Tim, and he's come for combat.
He has, yes. They both seem very heavy punches. They both seem very heavy kickers. I mean, this is a really...
Oh, that was hard from Tirado, and he saw it immediately. Reece has got to cover up because Tirado came in as soon as he saw the opening.
Well, you know, Reece showed a bit of durability there. He took a really good shot. I mean, that was a really good shot.
And then suddenly Tirado exploded and show why he's so famous. And I think, for me, that gives him the second round, I feel now.
Well, he won that round. Yes, as you see here, this is going to be some action.
Oh, beautiful right hand.
Beautiful right hand.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes. So this is shaping out to be a fantastic fight.
Let's see what Reece has got left. He blows heavily. He knows he's in a fight. He knows now why this man is so rated. But we have had 2 sublime rounds. This has just been superb. Reece looks like he's recovered. His eyes seem clear. But the warning signs are there, and Tirado looks so relaxed, doesn't he, Tim?
Well, you know, this is, you know, they're having a good look at each other again now, and they're picking their techniques. And this is what the crowd have come to see, and this is what the viewers at home are getting. This is fantastic.
I love the angles of attack from both men as well.
Brilliant. You know, this is Thai boxing at its best, and you know, we're seeing it here, and this is a really nice place to sort of be.
Yes, we've got the best seats in the house. right here at ringside in our commentary position, and we are just blown away by this fight, as are the crowd. This is just wonderful for Muay Thai. But again, Tim, I know I've said it before, pain and glory too. Where can you see such diverse arts under one roof and of such high quality?
Well, the pain and glory events are very good. They're bringing in some great fighters, and, you know, this is what the people have come to see. And, you know, we want to see more of these kind of shows. This is what it's all about.
And we want to see them bring over guys like Terada. They need to see internationals of this quality.
Yeah, well, Ruiz has got a really bad cut.
Oh, it's from the elbow. Terada said it's from the elbow.
Yeah.
This could be all over.
Ooh. Oh, it'd be a shame to stop the
It would be
fight.
cruel. Yep. We just want this to go on.
But it was an inside up near elbow. He brought it through the middle there. I think we'd like to see the replay on that.
Yes, it was, as you said, it was shaping up, but this man is so dangerous. And even now in the corner, look, it's just another day at the office. He's so calm. There was no celebration. He just said it was an elbow to his corner. Walked to the neutral corner without being asked.
Oh, they're letting him go on. It's a bad cut, and they're letting him go.
They've vashed it right up, but he will be looking to open that up again with the gloves now. It's just the way this sport is. He will be aiming for that now. But hats off to Reese, and he's got to go for it now, and he is. And listen to this crowd, but the cut's bleeding again, Tim. Big wedge of fast came off there. It's only a matter of time. They can't stem that bleeding. Oh, but a good high kick he's gone, and he calls him on. What more can you ask for in this fight? What more can you ask? He catches him on the side of the face. Oh, Reese is going for it. Reese is going for broke here. He knows that cut's bad because he can feel the blood streaming down his face. Tony Myers looking at him again, but no one wants this fight to stop.
Well, it's a fantastic fight, but that is a bad cut, and you know, it's a little worrying for the corner. It's you know, but Reese is still in the fight.
This is the sad thing about it. He's going for broke here, and he's doing well. Dropping elbow there from Terada again. This man is so cool. He is so cool. But it's no cliche about the British Bulldog spirit or true grit, but we're seeing it in Reese Crook now. They've got to look at that cut again.
They're going to have to look at it again. It's really heavily bleeding there, and the blood's flowing in his eyes.
The problem as well, Tim, is because they're so pumped up, and it'll be hard to stop it flowing freely.
I think they're going to stop the fight. It's a real shame.
The adrenaline's flowing, that's the problem, so it's pumping that blood.
Yeah.
I don't think any amount of VAS, which is such a shame because we have seen a classic fight here.
Well, this has been a truly great fight. I mean, I really enjoyed this. I think the crowd have enjoyed it, and I'm sure the viewers at home are really enjoying the fight. It's a shame that it's going to stop, but I have to think of the fighter. You know, he can fight another day. We need to, if they clear that up. But if they let him go on, obviously the doctors know what they're doing.
They're saying no. They're saying no. It's over.
It's a shame, but.
What a great fight.
You know, hats off to Terada. He's, it was a great fight. It was a great fight.
You can see why he's the golden boy. He lived up to his reputation.
He's a great fighter.
Tim, we've both been around the block and we've seen guys that have not lived up to it, but this man did. And hark at the up for Reese. What a great fight, and he deserves that accolade.
Yeah.
We have seen a momentous fight here tonight.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see some action replay now.
And he's so
Ladies
cool,
and gentlemen,
Serrano.
Unfortunately,
there's the elbow.
Reese Crook is unable to continue after 2 minutes 35.
And he points straight away to the ref and said it's there.
The third round. Unfortunately, the winner due to stoppage. Can you please give a round of applause from Tokyo, Japan, Nobuchiko Terada.
Franz Zukala versus Victor Hoffman. And as Fran said, he knows this is a sprint and he's going to go out fast. And to me, as I said, he's the consummate professional. When you want to show people what kickboxing is all about, you only have to look at this man. And as we saw in Pain and Glory 1 when he took on the American, did a demolition job in the nicest possible way. He took his man apart.
Yeah, he just had far too much for his opponent that night. Very, very powerful guy. You know, short, stocky, centre of gravity is low.
And in this art, what they love to see is kickers, and Fran can give you any kick out of the book.
I think that shocks his opponents an awful lot of the time because he is so short and the kicks go up effortlessly.
Yes, but our German challenger, Victor Hoffmann, as you said, the German champion, not to be taken lightly. Good condition, big-looking chap. Let's see how this one pans out. Our 8th bout of the night on an incredible card. Nice side push kick there, straight away from Fan. He's so light on his toes, he's a joy to watch.
It's a bit of feeling out round for Fran.
And as you said, because he's stocky, it's not often we don't see him give away a bit of height, really, is it?
He's used to it though. It doesn't present a problem for Fran anymore.
Getting, as he said, getting in quickly there, working the body. Victor tucked up quickly though.
Fran standing just outside of kicking range.
Yes, I've noticed already, Neil, very upright boxer, Victor. Yes, Fran looking to get in close and work his man.
Fran's a very intelligent fighter as well. He solves problems. You know, in this first round, he'll be working a game plan to impose for the rest of the fight.
Yes, he'll have a good look at Hoffmann. And I said, technically he looks pretty good. He's in very good condition, looks strong. There you go, as you said, that kick comes up effortlessly. And the crowd, you can hear them respond immediately.
It's very deceiving. Some of Fran's kicks look very flicky, but very, very powerful, very deceiving.
Yes, but one thing I will say for Victor is when he darts out that left, he lets that right drop dangerously, which I think will be exploited later. So the end of round 1. As you said, a sounding out round really, Neil. So with that first round down, as John Blackledge brings him out for the second, your thoughts, Neil, having looked at the German as well?
Well, the German fighter, he looks a very traditional stand-up European type fighter. Pretty much know what you're going to get. He's putting his legs up in the air, but they are outside of range. He needs to find a way. If he's going to give Fran any trouble, he needs to find a way to set up that kick from the floor to for the air. He's just not going to land it.
Yes, and as I said, I'm still worried for him because he does drop that right hand on a regular basis, and Fran will sort that out very quickly.
Another point is Fran is a very difficult opponent to fight simply because it's very difficult to put him off balance. His centre of gravity is low. He's always got good bait.
Yeah, and also he's very hard to nail cleanly. And if you do once, it's very hard to build up any steam against him, isn't it? Nice combos there from Fran, working the body first. But to be fair, Victor tucked up nicely. Needed to.
Fran notorious for his left hook to the body.
Yes, I think we saw him stop an Italian opponent in Wolverhampton, didn't we, in his last fight?
He had Dale Wood down with a body shot also.
Excellent overhand over the top, just so close to being the nailer. But he's taken that step in this round, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's closed down the distance. I expect him to get closer and closer each round, to be honest. I can see him getting to this German kid.
That's right, cutting the ring down. And again, not chasing, the old pro, the experience. Cutting those corners so he's got nowhere to move.
Fran not kicking so much in this round, finding more success with the hands.
I think as well, he's looking for that left hook. I wouldn't be surprised if he brings it up this time, because I tell you, with that right hand low, that face is exposed to a Zakala left hook. Awkward though, the German, if you can say anything about him.
Yeah, I think if the German's going to have any success, it's got to be at range. Fran, I think, recognises this and he's closing down that range. I mean, you couldn't make an argument to give the German that second round.
That gap even more and start to work those combinations even more.
Opening up the round with a spin kick there.
thinking about it, Neil, in the first 2 rounds, there's been very little offensively from Victor at all, really. As you said, he's flicked that kick out and he's flicked the front kick out. And he flicks the jab out like that when it's out of range, really.
Yeah, it's all in survival mode, Malcolm. He's not really making an attempt to land on Fran, just to put Fran off balance so that Fran isn't landing on him.
First good kick that's actually landed there to the midsection of Fran from Victor, and he needs to do more of that, really, if we're going to remain unbiased and say how he can get back in. He needs to close that distance a bit, because he just hasn't made any use of his taller frame at all.
Again, even when Fran threatens a forward movement, Victor gives up the ground.
Yes. He does need to have more conviction, really, if he's having to say, I think, he was lucky he slipped. He just got caught with that one. And as we thought, Fran really closing the gap and keeping the pressure.
An attempted sweep by Victor then.
There's no sting in those jabs. As you said, I think the bottom line is, Neil, you're dead right. He's in defensive mode. He's in survival mode. He must have heard of Fran's reputation.
Everything that Victor is throwing, it seems more of an annoyance than a threat to Fran.
Yes, and that sweep went right up the calf there. No sweep at all. And once again, he finds himself in that corner. There's that left hook I told you about. And still his hands are low.
Fran's a very, very good 3D fighter. He's got more than one dimension. He can fight going forward, he can fight going back.
There's the roundhouse to the midsection. Stays there, closes the ground.
Another clear round for Sakala.
With the high quality that we've had tonight, this to me is possibly the first fight that's not held my interest so much because of the way the German is in that survival mode.
It's very one-sided.
And again, I think Fran, as we said, it's a 5-rounder, and he's better suited to bigger rounds. But,
seconds out, Sylvie! And I am now speechless. 32, 24, 32. Sylvie is missed seconds out.
So we're coming into the 4th round, and really, I just like to see Fran now keep him cornered and really working for the full 2 minutes now.
I think as he doesn't feel threatened, he's gonna turn it into a showcase now.
Yes, there has been no threat from Victor Hoffmann, although he is the German champion.
For the first time in the fight, though, we see Fran giving up the ground.
Maybe to lure him on, Neil, maybe to bring him on to something. Fran slipping nicely there to get in range. There's the body shots, 3 in a row landed there. You'd just like to see Victor open up in reply to give those openings.
He's a bit of a spoiler.
Which makes for an untidy fight, so we can't blame Fran for this. As we said, he's a very difficult, awkward opponent. And I think he got through with the first clean shot of the fight for him there on Fran. Oh, excellent right hand. Suddenly the right hand came over the top.
Set up with the left leg.
That got the crowd going, and it couldn't have come. We needed that timing, and Fran brought it out. Looking to his corner there.
He doesn't look confident at all now.
Oh,
and the time's in. He signalled to the corner, Malcolm, as soon as the punch landed over the top.
And the crowd loved that. Fran exploded into life when he needed to. Victor slumps to his haunches, you're right, he took the punch. I think he's seeing how quickly it could clear, realises that Fran was going to be all over him like the proverbial rash, and it was in there, it was over.
As you say, Malcolm, it was of no fault of Fran's earlier on that he wasn't getting the success. The German was spoiling it, and when there was a little bit more gap, he had more success.
Yes, he came over clean to the side of the head by the temple there. Yes, mainly a frustrating night for Fran, but a really good finish when it came. And it came at a time when the fight needed it.
Most definitely.
And there's the support you get from Mr. Fran Zukala.
Fourth round by knockout, he is the ISKA champion of the world! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ring from Birmingham, England, the former WBO boxing champion, Pele. This bout will be fought over 5 3-minute rounds.
Well, Neil, looking at these two men, I don't think they need anything else to motivate them tonight than this very fight. Nose to nose, the typical pose. These men are up for it. For Simon, it'll be a huge scalp. For Pele, he knows, as you said, it's the long road back.
It's a make or break fight for Pele, isn't it?
So Simon straight in there.
Simon's a rough and tough.
Oh, but Pele caught him straight away. Look at this combination. He's got him rocking already, Pele. Then the knee comes in. Simon having to hang on. Incredible opening here.
That's just the start
opening.
Pele would have wanted.
Yes, Simon, he knew, would be the sort to come forward. Simon only knows one way, that's to come forward fighting. Big step up for Simon, but he knew this as well. There's everything to gain. Small, low, short, low kick there from Simon, but he took a right hand. This is what we expected. Simon would come forward, making Pele work. Good midsection
nice
kick there.
Kick.
Explosive start, Neil.
Simon's struggling with the power of Pele's hands.
Yes, well, the thing is, he knew Simon would come forward. Good knee to the midsection from Pele as well. Simon's tucking up hard, but he only knows one way to fight, and that's coming forward, throwing leather. And this is just what he's walking into, the big bombs of Pele Reed. Oh, the midsection kick cut him in half, then the right hand. Torrid times for Simon. I can't see this going past the first round.
He's in trouble, he's in trouble.
Pele doubling up with the right hand, trebling up with the right hand. Again, Simon walking forward, caught him with his own left hand there. They're still fighting the man. Oh, but to the body, Simon's cut as well.
Cut on his cheek, yeah.
But he's still rough. Simon's still in there, he's still trying. What a great finish to Pain and Glory 2 with Showsport International Fighters Inc. Simon's cut, he's stunned. What an explosive finish to Pain and Glory 2.
It's been non-stop action since the first bell.
What a great night of action, full stop here at the NEC. We're also so pleased that Combat.tv are here to share it with us. Brutal Broadband, and we have given you a night tonight, so I hope you've enjoyed it at home as much as we've enjoyed it here. The doctor's saying it's over because of under his cheek. It's on his cheek, it's a long cut. Simon's begging to go on, but I think it's going to be doing him a favour, to be honest, if it is over.
The doctor's made up his mind, that'll be it.
He's saying it's too wide, it's open, it's going to be all over. The explosive start. Pele's none too happy, Simon's upset, but it's a nasty cut, Neil. It's a nasty, nasty cut. The damage was done early. He stood toe-to-toe, only way he knows to fight. And he got caught with a lot of combinations, Neil.
I think he felt that he was safer on the inside with Pele. The initial onslaught, that's what obviously caused the cut. But it, you know,
it backfired on him.
It backfired. It was a bad choice of tactics, as it turned out.
Yes, it is a nasty cut running under his eye. Here we go.
Ladies and
Look at
gents,
these
please don't
combinations
leave
here.
us. We need your assistance in deciding our ring girl
He's
competition.
relentless now.
Please
They're
stick
all
with
the
us,
excellent
guys, because these
uppercuts.
girls are going to come out.
See, Pele
And we
really
need
showing
some
his
support because
reverted
you
to
guys
type
are
in his
deciding
boxing
the
there.
winner. And the chance for
Yes,
all
he
these young
kept him on
ladies
the hook
and a
there.
new career, so
And the
please
punches
stick
coming
around,
in short and
fellas.
sharp and powerful. Uppercuts, hooks. It's really, Simon was rocking and rolling from that moment. But he's a fighter. He only knows one way to go, and that's forward.
As soon as you start to give Pele range again, that brings in the extra dimension of his legs, and he's got the most the rangy, deadliest kicks I've ever seen.
Yes, well, it's a good result for Pele Reid. First round TKO, and he came out this time all guns blazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, an unfortunate end to our last bout of the evening. Due to a cut suffered by Simon Demetrius,
is
the
still
referee is
fuming.
forced to end the
Not
bout
happy, is he?
at 1 minute, 38 seconds of the very first round. Your winner by stoppage, therefore, is the former WBO boxing champion from Birmingham, England, Pele Reid.
Simon is absolutely